A moment ago, we were talking about the 100,000 people or so who have left their homes in Ukraine trying to escape the Russian invasion. We're now going to talk to Stuart McKenzie, who left his home of almost 30 years this morning and has made his way to a Polish border town with his family. Stuart, thanks very much for talking to us. Where did you live in Ukraine? Where was home?
Kiev itself, but I lived a little bit outside the city centre, and I lived on the west coast of that, so I was very close to the road to Poland, which was a good chance that when we decided to evacuate, we got very quickly on the motorway and ahead of many people trying to escape from the city centre.
So when was that? When did you actually leave?
Well, I didn't sleep very much. I could see throughout the whole day things were getting worse and worse. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, throughout the night, I was looking at my phone, and I could see by 4 that things were getting very, very bad. And I decided to wake up my family. You know, you make these decisions all the time. Should we leave? Should we stay? You know, we always, my wife and I always promised if anything got serious enough that it threatened the children, then that's the point we leave. And I felt that was the time, and luckily enough for us, my wife and children all agreed that okay, let's go. We got in the car. We were pre-packed. Thankfully, I'd filled the car up the night before, and I had a couple of jerry cans full of fuel. I'd done a dry run to Lviv and the Polish border a few days before, so I sort of knew the way and etc. And yeah, we got in the car and then we started hearing bombs in Kiev. But you know, if you woke up 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, it was already gridlocked to the city centre, and you were trapped.
Can you believe this is happening? Can you believe that you've had to do this?
It's just, you're still in shock, you know, still in shock.
What have you left behind, Stuart? It's all right. Honestly, you do not need to say sorry.
My brother's still there. 30 years of life.
Oh. But you've done the right thing, you know. You said if there is ever a risk to your children. How old are your kids, Stuart?
They're 12 and 14. I've got another daughter in America.
Yeah.
So that you're absolutely right. Thank you for getting me back on track. That was the main thing, you know. I'm so happy I got my kids out, but I'm not happy at all.
No, of course not, of course not. But you've done, in the most awful circumstances, you've done what you think is the right thing for your family. And everybody will make their own decisions, won't they? And that was yours.
The problem is, yeah, you would think, right, but it's not even that. Even the people that want to leave, there's no fuel on the roads anymore. There's no food anywhere. You know, the border, I was ahead of most people, and I had a 9-hour wait. There'll be 24-hour waits just now. I'm absolutely sure of it. And it's overnight in the cold. You know, thankfully, anybody that's got small children are going straight to the front of the queue. But it still leaves a lot of cars on the road. And, you know, I've said to people in Kiev, do not leave the city unless you've actually got everything that you need to take wherever you want to go. Because don't assume you can buy anything like fuel, food, water on the road.
So where are you staying now? Is it a B&B or something, or what?
I have an office in Poland. Our main business is in Poland. We have a back office in Kiev, and I live in Kiev, and that's why we love it there. So my staff here found, you know, as I was driving, my wife was, you know, it was a 16-hour drive, you know, or in the car, right? Yeah. It was a long day and very emotional. You know, you're trying to think every scenario. You're getting messages all the time from people all around the world, you know, and it was just, you had miles and miles of roads, and it's just everybody's in shock.
Yeah.
And you know, you finally get to a place of safety, and it just exhausts you.
Of
you know.
course, of course, of course. Well, Stuart, we are so grateful that you spoke to us today. Thank you very much, and we wish you and your kids and your partner all the best, of course. Thank you. Take care.